All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network live on YouTube, PS4 live stream, Joe Price Facebook. Today we're starting our opening season of the Madden League Season 13, 2018. I'm on live coach Big Kurt Lloyd Green. I'm going to be coaching the Philadelphia Eagles at New York Jets. This is our first game of the season. Of course, you know Jacksonville Jaguars won the Super Bowl in Season 12 of the Madden League, so I welcome everybody back for another streaming franchise mode season of the Madden League on Devin Smith Season 13. So we're going to have a good time again and see some of these great teams and get the fireworks popping. If anybody want to join any leagues, friend me on my PSN at Joe Price 834. Friend me on Facebook under the name Joe Price, or friend me on my YouTube page. Devin Smith, hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell so you can be notified for new content. Also, check out my Facebook page, Joe Price Hall of Fame, which is an exclusive championship Facebook page that has playoff championship content from the past and the current.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
I remember talking with a scout about him, and he said, you know, I love the fact that he was a high school basketball player. He does so many things with his legs to keep plays alive, but he did the same thing as a basketball player. Have a point guard, knows where the ball's supposed to go, and knows how to deliver it to the open man.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Third and long, it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mike Bennett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
To throw on second down is Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think. Gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Wentz now on 1st down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Into the red zone. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
What's going on, bro?
A good
What's
pickup
happening?
there. 13 yards as they get closer to
Big Bad
3rd
Joe,
down.
68, what's going on?
Defensively, they better
Welcome to
figure
the trade.
something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the
Okay, we're at
dictating,
3rd and 4.
and they
We
should
gotta
have
get
other
this
things
first
open up
down.
as well.
We're at 3rd and 4. Got to get this first down. Got to get it. Let's see if we get it.
Throwing now is Wentz.
Let's go!
Take it
Touchdown, Philly! Let's go, Eagles!
Touchdown.
Yeah! Good pass,
Josh
Carson
Adams,
Wentz. Let's go, Philly!
12-yard touchdown grab.
Get us on the board.
And the
Let's go.
Eagles have taken the early
Get this train
lead.
going.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. It's a close game here early on. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. A handoff. It's Murray. losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, Darnold toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's third down. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick, but when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had first-round grades on him.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents.
No doubt, another season, season 13. We didn't win the Super Bowl in season 12, so we're coming back for another shot.
Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
Another season. Another good season.
Wentz going to throw. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. To throw, it's Wentz.
Let's go.
Has it left side. Okay. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there at 22. Wentz now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. His first and 10. Wentz now to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first down, Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that route.
Come on. Hey, man.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wentz again.
Let's go.
Now he'll dump it to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We're going to eat them up. We got a new play for him.
Now Wentz.
There we go. All that over.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I hope Baltimore make the playoffs.
Baltimore, this time, we'll see. Jacksonville, they won last season. Of course, you know we
so
lost.
Now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion.
All the way to the 3rd round, though. We went deep, so. Every season is
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
The game can always turn, you know. You never know. You can go from winning and the game turn around. That's what I like about it.
Now Wentz.
Momentum. Let's go.
Let's go. Receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
This is how you start off week 1. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
Oh, no! Here we go! No! Get him! Come on. Get him.
And he'll take this ball all the way up past the 45-yard line.
I knew it. Here we go with this dumb stuff. Here we go.
The Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, Murray. And this one's going to go the wrong way.
That this boy was running in slow motion, LOL.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Running this slow.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Everything else I like. I like the pass and I like the hit. The hits is nice. I like the hits, but they got to work on the running plays. See, Madden 18
we remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
You can do much more than what you're doing right now.
Patriot!
The fumble, they fumble too much. I hope that's not a dip. The fumbling.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Street's got it, complete.
You got it?
That catch good for 5. It's third down. That time they get him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches. I like that, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him.
Hauled in by Anderson left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On first down, Darnold. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Bannon in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now it's Darnold. Grab made by Curse over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
Darnold from the red zone now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Mike Bennett able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Captain Zero's kick is right through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Halftime with the Vikings out on top. The Vikes trying to start the season right and is looking good so far at home. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. The Browns playing well in their opener, trying to send their sellout crowd home happy. Lastly, let's check in at our nation's capital, see what's happening with the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And that game all tied up as they host the visiting Giants. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we head back up to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Godden. Brandon.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 22. Wentz now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Wentz now on first down. Bird shrugs him aside.
Let's
go. Caught right at
Here
the
we go.
line.
That's what I'm talking about.
They
Let's
do
go
get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
All right, coming up.
Big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Okay, we got to get in. We got to get in. Got to get in. Got to get in. Got to get it. Got to get it. Got to get it. Got to.
One for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know if we're going to run it in.
And now it's second down.
Let me see what we can do with the pass.
Wentz to throw on second down.
Let's go!
It's going to be
Touchdown, Philly! Let's go! Yeah!
A great effort
Carson
there.
Wentz coming
a
up big.
7-yard
Let's go
touchdown
Philly
grab.
in the opener.
And the
It's
Eagles
on,
have
boy.
6 to their lead. A good sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A drive that time of 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on second down is Darnold. The killer here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Leopard! Now let's go! 3, 9, 10!
Darnold from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
That was second down run for Murray. Down right around the 25. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Darnold into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
So the first interception of his
But we
career
did
under
nothing
center,
wrong.
you knew it was
Let's
going to
go
happen
Eagles.
sooner
Get
or
that
later.
stuff out in week 1, man.
And I know it feels
Yeah.
like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him,
Give me that.
hang in there, my man. Plenty
Give me
more to
that.
come. Keep firing.
The Jets defense, we watch them get set to go now. They've had a couple passing touchdowns against them in this game, and that last drive they really got picked apart.
They've got to figure out how to tighten things up because no matter what they've done, whatever adjustments they've made, offense has been a step ahead of them. So they've got to figure it out. Usually, a sack of the quarterback can help change the momentum.
Maybe bring some pressure.
I think maybe a little bit of pressure would help them greatly.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Mitch on Ryan. Able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
3 touchdown passes down for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
It's on site today. Let's go, Eagles.
Talk about
Carson
singing
Wentz,
something
light
in there.
it up.
Those gloves, they
There you go.
one-handed catches the fun spot.
Playing like
Any padding for a
2016
rocket like
MVP.
that?
Let's go,
You
Philly.
would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And now the Redskins, they've opened up a 2-touchdown lead there. Alex Smith, 2 touchdown passes to lead the way. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Set. Green 39.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Doug Pedersen's guys come up empty here on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute it.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. Wentz now perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Avery Williamson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. To throw is Wentz. His throw incomplete. Morris Claiborne, the former #1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now Wentz. That's going to be caught.
Let's
And
go,
he is
Philly!
into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Oh, that's the play I'm
Turning into a really good
about.
performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward
I
now.
got
Because
Madden
now these
199.
plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's got his man. It's Curse. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the basket. Now can they continue to feed off that? They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I've been doing this for a while, man. Madden football franchise mode. I've been doing it for
a first down throw, Darnold.
franchise mode. That's my favorite.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
Who's going to be the best team?
Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that
I did
does
season 12,
is
the
embolden the
Redskins went to the
secondary.
Super Bowl.
They feel
So
good about what's going on, and they just play better
Out
and
of the
better.
NFC East, and the West was
Second down
Jacksonville.
and 10. Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Perez.
You will remember me, we talked about NHL.
Inside the 15.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember you now.
Back to finish it off on EA Sports.
Because I have so many people over here, you know. There's people that used to come over here, don't come over here no more. Or I got some subscribers I haven't heard from.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset
they're
here.
on my list.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for
We
a
are
late
Super Bowl
score.
champs.
Oh, what team you had? What team was you playing with?
Join my party.
Oh, okay.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, no way.
Taken down at the 2-yard line.
Wait a minute, what was your name?
Plays 12 yards that
I might have
time, first
remembered.
down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back.
I might have remembered.
This size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter.
I added you or you added me.
You the Eagles are my team.
Oh, the Eagles.
Caught in the end zone. Touchdown,
Oh, okay.
Jets.
No doubt. Eagles want to
Score. And the Jets are able to cover
Yeah, I
this
like the
deficit.
Eagles, man. I like them
Although
since
it's
back in the day.
more now than at any other time in the
They're Randall
NFL. It's still
Cunningham.
tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown
I just got
pass.
there, okay. Okay, so this is their
Here's
first time
Chandler
scoring
Catanzaro
all
for the extra
week.
point.
Big deal, whoop-de-woo.
Extra
still
point
got
good
him.
by Catanzaro.
We still had a
And
good
the
game.
lead
I'm
is
happy
down
we
to
won our
28-10.
opener. You know, all we
So
need is
that
8
drive,
wins.
6
We can
plays,
slip in the playoffs if we
75
get 8 wins.
yards.
That's all we need.
And it ends with a Jet touchdown.
I like to win the first couple weeks, especially the opener. I don't want to go 0-3, 0-4. We try not to.
So it would no doubt be a miracle
Don't wanna
comeback
go
from
0-4,
here. But let's see
0-3.
what
You
they
can
can do
come back,
starting
but
with the
that's
onside kick.
not good.
And the Eagles
All right.
hands team able to cover it
Cool,
up.
cool, cool.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the
Look,
football
1 minute,
back.
20
Unfortunately,
seconds.
they
We don't-
couldn't get it.
We don't need to do no more, man.
I know we brought analytics
Unless
into the
somebody
game,
took
and
off.
someone has said here that the data says that when a team's
Feeling good.
expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like what the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Wentz to throw. Ertz has it left side. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Again, it's Wentz. Got him in. Open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's third down.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression.
You're
just
a
trying to
savage.
find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Back to throw, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. They go play action here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On first and 10, Darnold is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw is Darnold. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Philadelphia, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.